Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Jocelyn, and this is my co-founder, Hannah Wei, who I've been working with for over 2.5 years now. Up until this past January, we were actually working on a social app. We received a signed term sheet for a $1.5 million investment. But ultimately, around this time, Hannah and I felt as if we were onto some new emerging market. And so, as much as it truly pained us, we actually ended up not accepting the investment and moving forward with a social company. You're probably wondering why we decided to do this. So, around the time of which we were working on the social app, we were actually approached by a large public company who was extremely interested in the teenage network that Hannah and I had amassed. The head of their research team, Katie, actually complained to us about how hard it is for her to reach teenagers nowadays. She said that although they're so much trouble to reach, they're absolutely critical in the company finding its product to market fit. Understanding Generation Z, ages about 21 and below, is absolutely critical to companies. We're going to make up over 40% of consumers by 2020. If they don't keep up with us young whippersnappers, they just aren't going to survive in the coming years. And Katie is totally not alone in the problem. So a few weeks ago, Hannah and I heard about this email that went around a $1 billion market research company who has clients like Coca-Cola and Bank of America. The email detailed their crisis they're having around, number one, finding Generation Z in the first place, and number two, engaging them during their research processes. So, how are companies like this ultimately going to capture and engage the goldfish attention span of Generation Z for their research?
The answer, of course, is CliqBit, an online platform that provides Generation Z research participants for companies. So how does this work? Let's say Katie needs to develop advertisements with 25 male participants between the ages of 16 to 18 years old who stream on Twitch and own an Apple smartwatch. Now, if Katie goes to our competitors, then she'll have the options of conducting one or two types of research. Whereas if she comes to us, CliqBit, then she'll have the opportunity of conducting both in-person and remote research, including administering surveys, fostering online communities, and syncing up social accounts with Generation Z so she can create the most targeted advertisements possible. Now, let's say there's a Gen Zer named Johnny. Johnny is on both the databases of CliqBit and also that of our competitors. Our competitors think that Johnny looks something like this, whereas on CliqBit, we're certain that Johnny looks like this. So how is it that we're able to provide such a detailed picture into Johnny and all the other Gen Zers that we know? The difference lies in our recruiting and screening process. So let's take a look first at our recruiting process. Some of our competitors like to target Gen Zers through sketchy advertising. This one up here is targeted at mailmen. It's not even relevant to Johnny. Furthermore, Johnny would never meet up with a random stranger he met online, nor would he hand over his personal information through an online advertisement. Other competitors either call or email through contact lists that they purchased. I don't know about you all, but I've definitely seen that appalled look a teenager gets when his phone actually starts to ring. They're not about that hotline bling. On CliqBit, we don't try to approach Johnny or any Gen Zer by calling or email spamming them. We believe in building up our database by leveraging a trusted viral network. Johnny was an original user of our past social app, and now Johnny nominates his friends to come onto our new community so that they too can make $20 to $50 an hour. We then verify his friends on Snapchat so Katie can trust she's always getting quality participants with us. Now, after this recruiting process is the screening process. Our competitors try to learn more about Johnny and his friends through online forums that look something like this. On CliqBit, our questions actually cater to Johnny in terms of inside jokes and themes. They're created by tons of Gen Zers themselves to be actually fun to fill out, which is why our initial drop-off rate is close to 0. And because of that, we're able to provide more detailed and collect more detailed information into each of our Gen Zers. And as they continue to grow and progress, we're able to grow and progress alongside of them by syncing up with their social accounts. Now, our competitors need to go through that screening process every single time there are new research opportunities because they have to find new potential fits. Along the way, they're going to be running into a lot of randos before they hit the right Johnnies, the ones who stream on Twitch and own an Apple smartwatch. Now on CliqBit, we already have such a full and constantly updated profile on Johnny, and so we're able to quickly identify him and connect him with Katie. In the future, we're also able to provide Johnny with additional research opportunities based on his customized profile.
We're able to have such an in-depth picture of Johnny and other Gen Zers, not only because they love CliqBit, but they also really trust us. And this starts with the very point of which they learn about us, which is from their friend network. We use campus reps as well as paid incentives. But we're really excited to say that we haven't spent a dime on paid incentives yet, but we really see great growth progress. So currently, for every one Gen Zer that is getting on CliqBit, they are on average successfully onboarding over 3 of their friends to the platform as well. As long as this number is greater than 1, our network is actually considered to be viral. So we're thrilled about this result. We know one of the reasons why this is occurring is because we're able to pay them so much more than our competitors, starting at a bare minimum of $20 to $50 an hour, which is a ton to a high school student. We're able to do this because we aren't paying a ton for customer acquisition costs. So in terms of looking at our progress in this past year, in March is when we first were approached by that public company, and we learned both about the demand and challenges companies face in obtaining Generation Z. During SVP, we've trialed with paying clients, as well as wrote up a case study for future clients. We additionally built and launched the Generation Z side of our platform, which we're thrilled to say we currently see growing at a rate of 3 times per week. And in the beginning, we're solely focused on providing our clients with in-person research. But as the database continues to grow, we'll be able to provide the online opportunities as well.
And our CliqBit team is the best equipped to tackle this industry because of our past experiences. For over 2.5 years, Olivia has been in product management, design, and user experience. With our past social app, she successfully managed 8 developers. Currently, she's a junior at Wellesley College studying economics, so she has an excellent handle on our corporate finances. As for me, my concentrations at MIT and Wellesley are in computer science and research psychology, which put together make it really great for platform development and also research authenticity. Currently, I'm publishing a paper on my MIT research in children's online privacy and internet security. And with my past work on the social app, I analyze data from thousands of teens to help Olivia drive informed product decisions. We also have dozens of expert advisors that are supporting and guiding us along the way. We're very fortunate to have some of our strongest advisors as our potential clients right now. As we continue to grow, we'd love your support. If you're a Gen Zer, please sign up for CliqBit today if you want to make bank. And if you're not a Gen Zer, then please connect us with companies that are eager and hungry to learn from the next generation. Thank you.